So you want to sign up for Spark Delivery and deliver groceries for Walmart, but you don't know exactly what it is that you need to be doing. Well, this video right here is going to help you, because I'm going to be answering a few questions that I've been getting in my inbox and in the comment section. So hopefully this will help you guys out. But if you want to know a little bit more about Spark Delivery, keep on watching. All right, so one of the first questions that I always get in my inbox or in the comment section is it worth it? Is Spark Delivery worth it? And that question is totally up to you, because what's worth it to somebody may not be worth it to the next person. So I guess the bigger question should be is that you should ask yourself is, do you want to make a little bit more money? Because I'm pretty sure that everybody in this day and time needs some extra money. So yes, it is worth it, because you have some people out here that don't have a job at all. You have some people that do have a job and they still don't have enough to make ends meet. So yes, Spark Delivery is worth it and it's very easy to do. So why don't you go ahead on and join, while you're sitting here asking questions about is it worth it? It is absolutely worth it. The next question that I get is, where do I get my carts? Okay, so the utility cart that I use, I've stated this in pretty much all of my videos. I got that cart from Academy Sports. I mean, it was very inexpensive. It was just something that I needed to help me unload different things, because I used to do a lot of vendor events. So I've always had the cart, and I just felt like it was beneficial to use to deliver groceries with. Instead of going back and forth, I just made 1 or 2 trips to the car. So it's definitely worth it to invest in that if you plan on delivering groceries, because it can get tedious going back and forth. Okay, so go ahead and log into Academy and get you a cart. It's a utility cart, and I'm going to have the link down below. Okay. The next question is, how much money can I make? That is such an open-ended question, because it's totally up to you how much money you can make. And it's also totally up to the area that you're in. Some areas are a little slower than others. Some areas are booming daily. So it all depends. And that's just basically it. It just all depends on where you are. I mean, and how many how many deliveries you're willing to take. You have some people that take everything that comes and they make over $1,000. It just all depends. It really, I can't say that, because it depends on your area and it depends on you. As far as me, I don't do this full time. This is something that I do when I feel like I need to just get out of the house, and just to network, because that's mainly what I use this for also, to meet new people, to introduce them to who I am when I do get a chance to talk to them and stuff like that. So it's very, 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 very beneficial. So yeah. The next question that I get is wear and tear. How do I deal with wear and tear on my car? And they don't think that it's worth it because of the maintenance. It's not going to balance out with the maintenance versus how much you make. Okay, so granted, every car is going to need maintenance, whether you're driving it to your 9 to 5 every day or you're just driving it, period. You're going to have some maintenance to do. Now, the thing is, you are able to choose where you pick up. Now, although there are several, like if you have several Walmarts in your area, you will be signed up within that vicinity of how many Walmarts are in your area. So if you're within 15 miles of a Walmart, then that one is going to pop up for whatever zip code that you put in. Now, when they send the the deliveries over to you, the notifications over to you, and they say, you know, it's at this particular store or that particular store, that's totally up to you if you want to accept stores just everywhere, you know, just running all over your city. You have to be strategic when you're doing this job. In the area that I'm in, there are 4 Walmarts. It may be 5, but I only choose one at a time. So if I say that I'm gonna log in, let's just say today, if I'm gonna log in today, I'm only gonna choose to pick up at one Walmart unless that one starts to get slow. I'm not gonna be running all over my city trying to pick up and deliver groceries. That's just not how it works. Now, if it's somebody out there that is doing that, that is perfectly fine. That just does not work for me because I'm just not gonna be all over the place. So it's not a whole lot of wear and tear on my car because I'm only going right up the street to the Walmart and probably right in this area, which is right here. It's not even that far. So I'm not all over the world trying to deliver groceries. Now, granted, you are going to have some oil changes and some tire changes or some tire whatever. That's with anything. That's with your car, period. So if you are already up to par with your maintenance on your vehicle, then you should not have any problems with delivering groceries, if that makes any sense. How I did, so when I let me just tell you a little story. When I first got started doing this, I got a Capital One card, and it was a secured card because I needed to build my credit. Okay, so got a secured credit card. It was Capital One, so that's what I used to put gas in my car for when I was doing this. Oil changes, anything like that, it went on that card because I know that I wasn't going to be using it that much. I just needed to pay for what I needed to pay, get what I need to get, pay for it, and pay it back, just like that. So if you are in a situation where you need to build your credit, but you also need a job at the same time, I would suggest getting one of the Capital One or any secured credit card to help build your credit. That way, if you don't have the cash to get an oil change, you can put it on your credit card, and then when you get paid from Spark Delivery, you just put something on that, or you should be able to pay that right back, depending on, you know, what it is that whatever you made for that week. So you just have to be strategic. You can't just always think negative and just think like, oh, it's not worth it, you know, you're just picking up groceries, you're dropping them off, and the blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You're going to have those negative Nancy's that's just going to be out here that's going to always have something to say. If you feel in your heart that this is something that you really want to do, then go for it. That's just it. That's just it. And those same people that are sitting here asking or telling you, you know, it's not worth it, it's not worth it, I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that, those are going to be the same people that's going to be coming back to you asking you, how did you get started? How is it going? How much money can I make? Because right now it doesn't make sense to anybody. But if you're all about your money, it'll make sense. It'll make sense, okay? All right, so the next thing is, how do I get my customers to leave me tips? I don't get them to leave me anything, actually. I just go to their home, do what I have to do, and I drop it off. It's up to them. Only thing that I can say is when I'm out, I'm courteous. I'm always on high level professionalism because that's just me. And I'm presentable when I go out. I'm not just pulling up to your home and just looking a mess. And I'm pretty sure that it's a lot of people that I hear that orders from Spark, or will order on the Spark app, on the Walmart app. When the delivery driver comes to your home, I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, the person, you're watching them. just to see who it is that's delivering. I mean, whether you're at home and you're watching them, or if you're somewhere else and you're watching them through your cell phone. So it's always good. You never know who you're gonna meet. So I try to stay presentable everywhere I go, even if it is to deliver groceries. Okay, so I say that to say I don't get them to do anything. I guess they just like the customer service, or they just like the professionalism. That's it. So I would just say work on one of those two and you should be fine. The question that I usually get is, can you see the amount of items in an order before you go to the location? Yes, you can. You can always see how many items are in the order. You can also see the address that way, because I'm a stickler for that. I'm gonna look the address up, I'm gonna Google it, and I'm gonna do a street view because I need to know where I'm going. So I put the address in and I see if this is an area that I want to deliver to, because everybody's neighborhood is not that savory. So I have to see where I'm going first. So I miss out on a lot of notifications because of that. But you can see where you're going first so that you can kind of put your route together, you know, because what happens is they're going to send you the notification based on how the location, where you are, how close you are to a Walmart. So, and it's not like you have to just rush over to the store and get it right then. They have the time that you're supposed to pick it up. And they have even gotten good to the point now where they actually, because I used to, when I first started doing this, I used to have to go to the store and pick it up. But then when I would get there, it wouldn't be ready. So I would just be sitting and sitting and sitting. And then I would end up having to call the support line and have them to just release me from that because the order was never ready. So now they've gotten to the point, and this is a good thing, because you don't get the notification that the pickup is ready, even though it may say, let's just say 7:15, need to be dropped off by 7:15. If it's not ready in the store, they will put a notification will come through and it'll say something to the effect of your order is still being picked. So that way you won't have to go to the store and sit and wait. So when it's really ready, it'll say your order is ready for pickup, no matter what the time says, as far as if you were supposed to pick it up at 6:30. If it's 6:45 and it's still not ready, don't head to the store, because that is what the notification is for. So you just have to you have to work smarter, not harder. You see what I'm saying? You know, you have to pay attention to your notifications. You just have to pay attention to a lot. Oh, batch orders. Batch orders, what that means is it's just two orders coming from, it's two separate orders coming from the same Walmart, but going to two different locations. And you're just going to pick up both of them. That's all that is. Don't make it harder than what it is, because it's really not that hard. If you see something that says a batch order, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be picking up two. And now they've gotten to the point where they're doing the in-store pickup and the express pickup and stuff like that. I haven't done any of those because I don't plan on going inside of Walmart. I didn't like going inside Walmart on a regular day. So I definitely don't want to go in there now with the crazies. Okay? So yeah, I just stick to my curbside pickup like I normally do, like what y'all see, and I drop my stuff off and I keep it pushing. That's it. As far as taking pictures, now when I first started, when I first started doing this, we didn't have to take pictures, but of course we wasn't in the pandemic either. So no, I wasn't taking pictures in the beginning, but now I do see when I do take, when I drop groceries off now, especially if it's a no contact delivery, it will prompt you to take pictures. So I had a question, somebody had asked me that, and at the time I said, no, you didn't have to take pictures, because at that time you didn't have to take pictures. But you do have to take pictures to show where you left the groceries. Okay, so yeah, you do have to take pictures now. The next question that I've been getting is, do you have to shop for the customer? No. You do not go inside of the store unless you have an in-store pickup, which has already been shopped by somebody at Walmart. Okay, all you need to do is show up to Walmart, park in a designated spot, and let the employee load it up for you. That's it. You do not have to shop for the customer. You don't. When it's pay is every Friday. And no, you cannot cash out like you can with like Uber Eats and DoorDash and all of these other places where you can cash out daily. You can't do that yet with Spark. I hope Spark, if you're listening, go ahead and let us cash out before. Okay, so yeah, you can't do that yet, but hey, it is what it is. As far as let's see. The next question that I've been getting is also about signing up and how do you sign up. I have the link, as I will leave the link in the description below, like I have done in all of my videos for Walmart. You'll be able to click that link that's down in the description. And then once you do that, it is usually about a week. It didn't take me long to get accepted to drive. But you do have to have a vehicle. You have to have insurance. You have to send all of that up. And Spark has this other company that they deal with is, I guess it's like their human resources is DDI. And so when you sign up, you're not going to receive an email from Spark per se. It's going to be coming from the DDI. So you might want to go to your spam folder and see if that particular email is in your junk mail, because it's going to come from DDI to let you know your login information, just a lot of information, just as if you were going through some type of orientation for your first day at work. All of that, you're going to go through DDI for that. So check your spam, because 9 times out of 10 is in your junk mail, the email to say that you've been accepted and all of that. So yeah, I think that is it. Actually, no, let me just answer some questions for customers, for the shoppers, for the customers. Do the delivery drivers bring your groceries inside your home? No, ma'am. No, sir. We don't. We bring them to your door, to the threshold. That's it. And then you take it from there. If you have been going inside of people's home, hey, that's kudos to you. That's on you. I'm not going in nobody's home, period. I'm not going in nobody's home. I think that's it. So if you have any other questions or anything like that, just leave it down below in the comments and I'll try to answer it. Hopefully this video helped out a little bit more, because I have been getting like the same questions, and these are most of the things that I've talked about here, I've talked about in every one of my Walmart videos. But, you know, at the same time I was working and dropping off groceries. So most people are more interested in that part and didn't really even hear me talking about, you know, the Q&A. So I decided that I did this video so that y'all can stay focused and actually listen to some of the questions that you may have. So I hope that you like this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope that you consider subscribing. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you are. And then also you can leave me a comment below. Share this with your friends, your family, whoever that is trying to sign up for Spark Delivery. Make sure you share this with them. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's Rolling with Renee on Instagram. And I'll catch you in the next video.